Hey everyone, this is Frugal Panda here with an update on the Zenroll C1. I still have it. This is a video from, if I remember right, August of this year of 2023. And this is the Zenroll. This is the bike I paid like 700 bucks for. All thanks to everyone out there watching my videos and also using my links. So I basically bought it on a lot of Amazon credit, to be honest with you. This is at the Aurora Reservoir. You've seen other videos of me at the Aurora Reservoir. This time we are going over here. My spouse was going to drive over here with my son so he could go fishing. And I was like, oh, let me grab the bike and go for a ride. I needed to stretch my legs, get a little exercise. And I wanted to get out and do this early because it was going to be in the 90s this day. And a lot of people don't know about Colorado or the Denver area. A lot of Colorado gets really hot, and it does get into the 90s a lot. This year was a little bit different. We still got a lot of weather that was in the 90s, but we also got so much rain, hence why a lot of areas of Colorado that would be brown are still green and look really beautiful. That's neither here nor there. You can see the ride I'm taking on this bike. This e-bike is about the size of an electric XP. It has a 500-watt motor, as I've said in other videos. I'll leave links in the description for this bike and other bikes. I had a giddy up e-bike seat or bike seat on here. This bike seat is actually really comfortable ones, the ones made by Giddy Up. Getting back to the Zenroll C1, uh, it'll go over 30 miles an hour with its 500-watt motor, but it will go over 30 miles an hour. The battery's pretty decent. The battery in it is exactly the same that was like in my electric XP 1.0. Pulled them out and checked them, and if you order one, you can order it from other places, and if it would fit both of them. With that being said, I'm riding it. Also, this one weighs probably around 50 some pounds, just because it doesn't have everything on it. Someone said to me, "Well, why didn't you get the C1 Pro that had the rack on the back and all that stuff?" Well, it wasn't on sale. It was like, I forgot what it was back then, 1,200 bucks or something. And I'm being honest with you, I'll pay $600-700 for bikes I've never heard of, but when you start talking, you start getting up there with these a white label bike. I'm not going to spend that much. Um, so anyway, it folds up as you've seen in my other videos, just like my old electric XP. It reminds me a lot of it. It's just faster. Uh, so I can't speak on the 2.0 and the 3.0, but it has that same feel of the actual of my electric XP 1.0. So after having this bike for a while, do I like this bike? I think it's cool. I like it enough that I would take it on trips with me here and there. I have been riding the Rad Power a lot too, to be honest with you. My Rad Power Mini, the Rad Mini version 4, I've actually rode quite a bit, and it's still a rock star. Will I ever buy another Rad Power e-bike? I don't know. If I find one on Craigslist for a good deal, I might pick it up. But to be honest with you, I like them. I think they're good quality. I think they're darn good quality for what they are. But there's so many e-bikes on the market now, and when you start talking $2,000 for a Rad Power bike, I just can't see myself spending that much on a lot of these e-bikes with a 1 year warranty, And Rad Power has gotten pretty expensive. I'm just going to be honest. Rad Power, if you're watching these videos, you've gotten pretty expensive with a lot of your bikes, except for that flash sale you had on the one bike I missed out on, and they sold out really quick. But beyond that, a lot of times you could get two e-bikes for what they're charging. And I'm not talking about the Zenrolls either. I'm talking Electric XP, um, the Electric Bike Company. I've been watching them really closely. They're putting out some beautiful bikes. Look up the Electric Bike Company. Beautiful bikes. I looked them up really after I went to Washington, and this guy was renting them out. Real cool guy. We talked for a while about e-bikes and stuff, and he had a little rental business down in Port Angeles, Washington State. And anyway, beautiful bikes, beautiful, beautiful bikes. So the Zenroll looks good. I haven't had any flats on this bike, by the way. I actually put slime in it myself. It's not that hard to do. It's been a pretty sturdy bike. One thing that did happen is the one of the pedals came off, and I've had it happen on other bikes before too. And yeah, so anyway, had to work around that and looked like it was stripped out and all this good stuff. What happened was I called Amazon because I couldn't get in contact with the company. How they make it with Amazon now. But anyway, shout out to Amazon. Amazon took care of me really fast. Amazon doesn't play; they will take care of you. So I really, really was thankful for that. And the bike itself, like I said, still's fast, still goes well, still got good range and all that. but I also don't dog this bike either because I have 2 or 3 other bikes usually most of the time. While I'm doing this video on this beautiful day, as you can see in this video right here, I actually got another bike that's going to be on its way to my house. It's going to be similar to well, I'll listen to what you guys, everyone can just wait and see me unbox and all this stuff. I'm hoping this is a pretty cool bike. And then I may have another e-bike in the next month or two after this other e-bike. No joke, guys. Like another one that I might be getting to. And I'll tell you on that one, more than likely, when I get that one, it's going to be electric XP 3.0 or something like that. I'll tell you, you know, I don't know how many minutes I got left in this footage, but one thing this bike makes me miss, and this is those, remember old South Park, the member berries? This is the electric XP 1.0 had some good memories. I had a bad memory when I had the issue in Oregon, but beyond that, it was actually one of my first e-bikes that folded that I really enjoyed. It was clunky, it was loud, and I like that bike. Um, you get that attachment to certain things. It's not even your best stuff you had, and you really it's like that car you had. You have all these fond memories. It was a piece of junk, but man, it was a great car. And I'm not saying my electric XP 1.0 was a piece of junk, but after I sold it, I really regretted it, and it wasn't even my best bike I've had. Um, I just regretted selling that bike. I don't know. It was just how it was. So anyway, one of the bikes I will be getting this year, more than likely, on top of the next bike I got coming, is an electric XP 3.0. So I'll unbox that when I get it. That's going to be in a month or two. So don't expect to see that one for a while. I have not got it yet. So the Zenroll, I'll put a link for it, and I'll put a link for some other e-bikes on Amazon that are very similar to this. And the ones I will put will have really good ratings. I make sure I try and get, because I want to put ones up that the way I research. I look at the ratings. I look for the fake ones. I look for the real ones. I look for the one star ones, and what they have in common. And that a lot of times tell you about the bike itself. Okay, it's got a problem with the battery. You figure that out if they all start having the same stuff happening in their in when they're talking about in their reviews. So, with that being said, I enjoyed myself on this e-bike. I recommend the Zenroll if you're on a budget or similar bikes. It doesn't have to be the Zenroll. And like I said, I'll put some links up for some others that are very similar, folding fat tires on Amazon. But in your budget, I'm not going to tell anybody go out there and spend $2,000 or so on your first e-bike, because you know what, you might get it and you might not like it. Anyway, this is Frugal Panda. That's the Giddy Up XP seat right there. I'll put a link for that. I want to thank everyone for watching, and this was taped in Aurora Reservoir in Aurora, Colorado. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good day. Get outside and have some fun. Bye. Frugal Panda out.